Hello guys, welcome to Online Web Tutor presented by Customizations team. I am Sanjay. Inside this video session guys, we are going to discuss about joins in MySQL. So if you go to the next tab, now the first question comes in our mind, that is, what are joins in MySQL? Oh, how can we use that? Or how many types we have in MySQL? So joins help retrieving data from two or more data tables or database tables. The tables are mutually related using primary key and the foreign keys. We have two tables. Inside the first table, we have users data. Inside that table, the ID is a primary key. Now we have one more table, let's say movies. Inside movies table, we have movie name and the user ID. User ID inside that table is a foreign key, which is a primary key inside first table. So on the behalf of two tables, when we will get about the details of each student and their respective movies, so retrieving data from two or more database tables, then in that condition, this is called joins in MySQL. In simple language, we can say that a join is a method of linking data between one or more tables based on values of the common column between the tables. It means that the ID of the users table and the student ID or the user ID of the second table, we have some common data in those tables. So on the behalf of common data, when we will retrieve all the informations from those two tables, then this is known as joins. So in MySQL, we are going to learn about four types of join we have, called inner join, left join, right join and the cross join. So inside this video, we will understand about cross join only. In the next videos, we will see rest of the joins. So the name itself clears about the cross join is, say, something multiplying table. Inside our first table, let's say that the table A contains 4 records and the table B contains about 2 records. So cross join basically multiplies those two tables. It means, let's say that we are going to use cross join here. So it multiplies records something 4 rows inside first table, so 4, and the 2 rows inside second column, so 4 into 2. It means total 8 records we will get inside output. So let's see about the actions of cross join and some basic concept of inside the next tab. So what basically cross join is? So cross join is the simplest form of joins which matches each row from one database table to all rows of another. In other words, it gives us the combination of each row of the first table with all records of the second table. Simply means each row of first table means we are going to multiply with the first data of the first table with all rows of the second table. It means 4 rows of first table will be multiplied 2 times each with the second tables. It means 8 records we will get. So let's see that how basically cross join works. So if you go to phpMyAdmin, so right now we have a database called MySQL joins. Inside this, we have two tables called tbl_movies and tbl_users. So if we open all these two tables inside a new tabs, so the table users and the tbl movies, this is my phpMyAdmin error. So right now inside these tbl users, we have 4 different users called user 1, user 2, user 3 and user 4 and the respective email address. If we go to the movies section, now inside this table, we are storing about the movie details like movie name and the user ID associated with that. So simply cross join is not going to work something like that what user has seen this movie. It simply go and multiply inside both two tables what we have used and simply returns on the output results. Meaning cross join is not going to work with the common data inside any of the tables. So if we go and open a SQL tab, because we are going to make a query to see that how cross join works. So let's say that select all from the first table I'm going to use called table underscore users, and simply write cross join, and we need to write the second table something tbl underscore movies. Now we have written our query and there is an error something unrecognized keyword, so don't worry at all. So if I press Ctrl Enter or simply on go button, so while clicking on that, our query is successfully executed. Now inside this output, as we can see that firstly let's understand about user 1, and it has the movies record. We have 4 movies called 1, 2, 3, means total 4 number of records we have. So before writing our query, something the query we had written here. So before writing, we understood that each of the first record of the first table, it means user 1, will be multiplied with each data of the second table. It means the user 1 of the first row will go for the first row something movie 1, for the second row called movie 1, third row and the fourth row. It means each user will be multiplied with each record inside this table. So inside this table we have 4 records. Inside the second table we have 4 records. It means 4 into 4, 16 rows we will get inside this output response. So when we count all the rows right here, we will get simply about 16 rows. So simply we can see here that user 1 and something movie 1, what we have user 1 and the movie 1, and inside the second row again we have movie 1. So if we find again about the user 1, so here is the entry user 1 and again for the movie 1. Again if we find about the user 1 entry, and here it is, and with the movie 2 because we have movie 2 in the third option, and finally in the fourth option we have movie 3. So this is all about movie 3. It means the first record is going through each record of the second table. So 16 rows total we are getting here. So as we had seen about user 1, so in the same way for the user 2 and the user 2, the same we have to repeat for user 3 and user 4. So this is how basically cross join works. Cross join gives you about the multiplication of data or cross multiplication of data from one table to another table. As we had used about the first table, if you go to the query, copy that, again open SQL tab into a new tab. So as I have passed about the TBL users as the first table, so that's why we are getting about the user data in the first way. Again, if we change about something, let's say TBL movies to TBL users as the first table, again TBL users, click on Ctrl Enter to execute that. Now as we can see that now this time the first table is about the movie and the second table we have called users. Now each record of this movie table, something movie 1, again movie 1, movie 2, means each record, each row of this table will be multiplied with all data or all row inside this users table. So as we go inside this output, again we have 16 rows. So movie 1 as the first record from the movie table will be multiplied with this second first table of the first row. Again if you find for the movie 1, and this is movie 1 not for the first row, this is the movie 1 of the second row of the first table. So again in the same way that each row of this table called movie 1 means movie 1 has 4 records of these 4 rows. Again the 4 records repeat itself for all these 4 records, so total 16 records actually we will get inside the output response. So this is all about using cross join. Cross join is used to take all possibilities or let's say all combinations of using our tables. So if you back to slide, so simply cross join is the simplest form of join which matches each row from one database table to all rows of another. In other words, it gives us the total number of combinations of each row of first table with all records in the second table. So in the next video, we will see about you how can we use about inner join, left join and the rest join. So inside this video session guys, if you have any doubt, then please drop your comment. I will give my reply as soon as possible. So for this video session guys, thank you for watching and have a great day.